Hi, my name is Mahsa. I came here 6 months ago from Iran. I'm here to tell you a story about my personal life, about how I ended up here, and it's actually a love story. My story began 4 years ago in Iran. It was a very sad time for me and for my country, for me, because I was just came out from a very heartbreaking, serious relationship, and for my country because there were a guy who was leading the country, which I would like to call the bad guy, and he made some crazy decisions and led the country to poverty, to very bad economic and political situation. There were shadow lives. People were very disappointed, very sad. Then around the election time, a man rose, a man I will call good guy. He started to talk to the heart of the people of the country. He started to say that we should do something, we should change the situation. First there was a very little flame of hope in our heart, but soon it became a fire. You could see his actually campaign color green everywhere. People were very hopeful. But the election came, and the bad guy who was in charge for election announced himself as winner. We could not believe it because all of the evidence was against. So the great waves of hope changed to actually rage, changed to anger, and people filled the street searching for the votes, shouting, "Where is our votes?" And the opposite side, the bad guy, didn't just give up. He filled the streets with different kind of forces, with guns, with buttons, with electric shocks. My country was in peace for about, 20 years, so it was really shocking. We saw people dead on the street, we saw blood, smoke, cry everywhere. It was very sad for us. There were rallies and protests all over the country, but mostly in the capital city, and there were advices to be in group for your safety, so we started to become in group, not just for our safety, but because of our common fear and our common, disappointment. And we were very sad. Our hope was fading because that was not what we want. We didn't want to. Our country became different, divided to different groups who hated each other. We didn't want people be killed on the street, and we didn't want the other group to become killer. We just want a peaceful change. So we need each other's, on that time. So we started to become groups, and we started to meet each other after the protest, which continues over 9 months. And that was a night where when we were at my friend's house, and it became quite a party with drink, with music, and there was the time that I met my future husband. One of my friends came to me and said that I want you to meet somebody, and he is actually a physician too, and maybe you could find something in common. And we met each other. We actually find many things in common. We graduated from same university, so we had mutual friends, professors, hospitals. We started to talk, and one thing led to other things, and before we even knew, we started dating. At our very first date, I told him that I want a very casual relationship. I'm done with serious ones. And he said that fine by me because I just opened an immigration file for Canada, so I won't be here the next year, so it's fine by me. 6 months passed very fast, and that was one day we were at lunch in a very cozy, our favorite restaurant. He brought something out of his pocket, put it on the table and slid it toward me. I looked down and I saw his pass with the Canadian visa and the very sad word, actually, immigrant, on it. My heart stopped. I knew that this moment would come, but actually I was not ready for that. But we had an agreement, so I pretended to be happy for him, and he left the country after another 6 months. We said goodbye officially, but we were in touch. He came here to Vancouver. He was living in North Shore, and he wrote me everything. He, for example, wrote me how much he was surprised by the cold in April, or how much he loved the nature here, or how much here is similar to my hometown, the forest, mountains, and the weather and the trees. He sent me photos from North Shore, for example, from Capilano River, when he used to live when he first came here, or from the boats, from the raccoons, which I had never seen before. But then one day he wrote me that he come back to Iran to pack his stuff and do some unfinished job. I offered him to pick him up at the airport, and he accepted. So I went to airport with a flower, a rose, and at the airport I was just standing there waiting for him, and I started to ask myself, what am I doing? Why? What am I doing here? What's our relation now? What should I do when I first met him? Should I kiss him? Should I hug him? Isn't it weird? But then he came, and he actually came downstairs from the airport stairs, and I was in this side of the glass, he was on the other side, and I saw him, and as he was walking downstairs, I realized that he's the one, that I am still in love. I was in love, and I'm still in love with him, and I want to be with him the rest of my life. Which I didn't know that time was that he actually came back for me. He came back to propose to me. He told me that he loved Vancouver, but he won't back if I didn't actually accept to go with him. It was a very hard decision for me. I had a good degree there. I had a job. I had my whole life there. My friends. I was 32 and I was planning to be a psychiatrist, which was really simple in my country. I should just pass one exam. It was very hard, but the love, actually his love won, and I decided to marry him. So we had a very small wedding, and then he left the country for here to open my file, and then it took us 1 year, one very sad year, because we were separated and this time we knew that we belonged together. And it took us 1 year, and in a winter night around Valentine, I received an email that informed me that my visa is accepted. So I said goodbye to my whole life there, to my old life, and came here. for a new, actually I hope beautiful life here. And you know, that's my story actually, and I think the beauty part of my story is that I found love from that sad, hard moments in my country. I found love and this belief that life always goes on. Thanks for hearing.